In 2019, I remember being so excited for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics because for the first time ever, skateboarding was going to be included as an event. But then 2020 rolled around and wow, what an excellent year. I mean, truly one of the greatest years. And because it was so excellent and everyone was straight up just having a good time, we just decided to cancel a bunch of stuff just for fun. And the Olympics were one of those things we canceled for fun. So as you may know, the Olympics were actually rescheduled to this year, July 23rd, 2021, and again, I'm pretty excited. But you know, I'll be truly excited when the Olympics officially start, like when it's on TV and I'm watching it, because literally anything could happen between now and then. I'm just not trying to get burned twice, you know? Also, just a side note, I like how everyone's still just calling it the Tokyo 2020 Olympics instead of, you know, Tokyo 2021. I understand that would probably cost a ton to rebrand everything and just change one number, but come on, 2020 is cursed, let's just
leave it in the past.
Anyway, with skateboarding being brand new to the Olympics, it has drawn a lot of attention from people who do not skate, which is really cool to see, but also, wow, every single news outlet is like, yo, did you guys know that skateboarding is in the Olympics this year? Slow news day, I guess, you know? But whether you've been skateboarding for a while or you're brand new to skateboarding, today I'm going to show you how they are going to judge skateboarding at the Olympics. By the way, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here and you like skateboarding content, I'd recommend hitting that fat subscribe button for more skateboarding content. Alright, now as they say at the beginning of every single Olympic event, yeehaw, let's start this dang thing. To start, it's important to know that there are actually two different skateboarding events at the Olympics, and those are street and park. And though they are both skateboarding events, they are actually judged slightly different. And as you may have guessed, both of these events will also be divided by men's and women's. Okay, so let's talk about the first event, park. The park event will be held inside a huge skate bowl and will have additional quarter pipes, ledges, and ramps throughout the bowl. Skaters in the park competition will not only be judged on their tricks, but also the use and execution of the entire park. So it's beneficial for skaters to try to use the entire park and not just one or two little spots. I don't know who's doing the commentary during the Olympics for the skateboarding event, but it is possible that they may refer to this maneuvering through the bowl as flow, and I ain't talking about the progressive woman. The skaters in the park event are judged on speed, difficulty, originality, timing, stability, and overall the flow of the performance. Again, not the progressive girl. What if it was just the progressive girl? She was the final judge. That would be an expensive sponsorship from Progressive. Can you imagine though, all of a sudden skaters start wearing progressive gear though? No, okay, I'm done. In the park event, each skater is going to get 3 45-second runs. After each skater's run, 5 judges will rate the performance from 0 to 100 points. The highest and the lowest scores from the judges will be dropped, and the remaining 3 will be averaged together to get a final score. Out of those 3 scores, the highest one will determine the skater's placement in the rankings. The park event is scheduled to take place on August 4th and 5th. Now let's move on and talk about the other event, which is street. The street event is aimed to resemble, as you may have guessed, street skating. Ain't rocket science, bud. The street park setup will feature everything you can imagine from your typical skate park. I'm talking stairs, I'm talking handrails, I'm talking ledges, I'm talking probably 1 or 2 scooter kids to get in your way. I'm obviously joking about the scooter kid thing, but if the Olympic Committee is watching, that's my recommendation for the next Olympics. Like I said earlier, the street event is judged a little differently than the park event. In each round, the skaters will perform 2 45-second runs and 5 tricks. 5 judges use a 0 to 10 point scale. The highest and lowest scores for each run or trick are dropped, and the remaining 3 scores are averaged to 1 decimal place, resulting in the final score. The best 4 scores from the run will be added to give the total round score, and again, the skaters will be judged on speed, difficulty, originality, timing, and stability. So yeah, did they make that way more complicated than it needed to be? Absolutely, but will it be fun to watch? You bet your butt, bud. The street event is set to take place on July 25th and July 26th. You may have noticed that both of these events take place on 2 separate days. Well, like many other Olympic events, skateboarding will be divided into 2 rounds, preliminary and finals. That's your basic Olympics lore. It's not lore, but whatever. For the preliminaries, there'll be a start of 20 skaters. Each skater will take turns doing their 45-second runs. And as a refresher, for the park events, they'll get 3 runs, and for the street events, they will get 2 runs. The top 8 skaters with the best scores will move on to the final rounds, and they'll do the whole process again, only with 8 skaters, obviously. And after the final, the skaters with the top 3 scores will get gold, silver, and bronze. More standard Olympic lore. So that is how skateboarding is going to work in the Tokyo 2020-2021 Olympics. I'm sure if you're like me, you are super excited to see how it all unfolds. I want to take this time just to congratulate all the skateboarders who made it to the Olympics. All the skaters on this list are making skateboarding history, and it's just really cool to see. Growing up, I loved watching the Olympics, but as a young skateboarder, I really wanted to see my favorite thing represented in the Olympics, so it's cool to see a dream become a reality. Before I end this video, I just wanted to let you know I did put some additional resources about these skateboarding events in the description of this video. One really cool website I found while I was working on this video was worldskate.org. They have a lot of cool stuff to look at on that site, including more information about the events, the skaters' rankings, and even any additional news that may come out between now and then. So that may be something you might want to check out before the Olympics begin if you're a big skateboard nerd like me. I'm very excited for the Olympics to begin, especially after the dumpster fire of a year we had last year. Which skaters do you think are going to be the first to walk away with Olympic gold? For the street event for men, my money is on Nyjah Huston, but I would love to see Andy Anderson walk away with it. Even though that might be illegal for me to say because Andy is skating for Canada, and I'm American. But don't tell the FBI on me. For the street event for women, there's a lot of really great women skaters, but my guess is that Pamela Rose will walk away with it. But, you know, it's gonna be a tough competition for her. Anyway, let me know what your skateboarding Olympic predictions are in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them. Finally, I just want to thank you for watching this video. This channel just recently hit 3,000 subscribers, and it means the world to me that you would want to watch my silly little skateboard videos. Also, just another side note is 4 million degrees in here, and I'm gonna burn up. Again, thanks for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button on your way out, that'd be rad. And as always, have fun, good luck, and keep shredding the gnar.